Here's a staggering fact. Between 80 and 100 billion pieces of clothing are produced annually, and many of them are wasting away in landfills across the globe. Nick Strelitz joins us now with practical tips you can use to make a difference. Nick, the figures are shocking. Another fact, the fashion industry is believed to be the second most polluting industry in the world. I mean, how do we even begin to lower consumption and get these numbers down?
Fact, 7,500 liters of water go into making a single pair of denim, Tracy. Fact, the fashion industry is responsible for 10% of global carbon emissions. That's only one behind oil and more than shipping and the airline industry combined. This one almost just knocked me off my chair or off my standing right here. 50 billion plastic bottles deposited into our waterways annually, globally, just from washing your clothes at home. It's scary, and I want y'all to be scared. But today it's really about changing our relationship with our clothing. One relationship that goes from cost to value. It's about becoming a mindful consumer, Trace, living consumption, but conscious consumption, living with intent. And if you adopt even one of my top tips today, you can do just that, still look good, and save the planet. What's better?
Nothing could be better. So let's start with your first practical tip.
It's about reimagining and restyling what you already have. Facts again, I'm spilling the facts today. Fast fashion has robbed us of our creative license. I said it. Accessibility and convenience has robbed us of creative license. So I'm asking our viewers to become their own stylists. Challenge, set aside 2 hours this week, go through your closets, find pieces you haven't worn in 6, 8 to 10 months. Instead of throwing out, reimagine how you can wear them. Take back the creative license that fast fashion has robbed from you. You know what I mean? As an example, take that tuxedo jacket you wear once a year to your grandmother's wedding, because your grandma's getting married every day apparently, and try to work that into ready to wear to the 9 to 5. Pair something formal like a tuxedo jacket with acid wash denim in a straight leg with a platform. Really reimagine and rework what you have so you're not giving into consumption and over consumerism.
I like that. And I like the idea of being empowered with your own styling. That is really good because we're so influenced by like just mass production. So loving your next tip. It's all about embracing quality over quantity. Tell us more.
All right. Not only am I asking you to be the fashion designer, quality controller, and an investigative journalist, Katie Couric, we're coming for your job, girl. But today is all about handcrafted artisanal pieces. So again, fast fashion robbed us of quality, right? Some staggering figure, Tracy, like 80 pounds of textiles each Canadian is responsible for off-putting a year. It goes to landfills, it's burnt to make space for new wastage, CO2 just exploding everywhere. How do you offset this? Google, another challenge for you. Google local artisanal designers, designers that are committed to handmade craftsmanship. By the nature of handmade pieces, quality skyrockets. Brands like Cotton, which is a Vancouver-based brand, is committed to 100% transparency in the supply chain. Handmade. You can touch, you can feel the difference, Trace, and that's what I want viewers to do. When you're buying a piece, instead of just throwing down cash, make sure this piece is going to go the distance. Test it, tug on it, pull it, check the weight of the fabric, check the seam lines. Are there any threads coming undone? Make sure that piece is going to wear well. Vintage, consignment, and thrift. If the pieces are around for 30 years and they're sitting in vintage, chances are the quality is great.
You sure can do that. Consignment will have it. Thrift will have it. I think they're all really good things to keep in mind. Nick, what is your third point for us to follow?
I'm going to give you the best and the worst fabrics. Get a pen and paper. Here we go. The worst fabrics, Trace. Cotton, synthetics, particularly polyester, and animal-derived products. Why cotton? Pesticides. They'd be spraying that cotton, get rid of pesky bugs so they don't eat, but what happens? The pesticides seep through to the soil, harmful for water, harmful for agriculture, harmful for you and me and all the animals. Synthetics, why? Polyester particularly. Polyester, made of oil in part, fossil fuels. The stat I mentioned earlier about the plastic bottles, 50 billion going into our waterways, from washing polyester. It's made of microplastics. Stay away. Animal-derived products, if I have to tell you, you don't know, and you're never going to know. Best fabrics, here we go. Recycled and organics. Comes through a recycled garment, organics as well. Why? Organic cotton, for example, still takes a bit of water to produce, like these beautiful pants from cotton, but zero pesticides, Tracy. The best fabrics, though, listen up, organic hemp, any plant derived, what happens when it's harvested, 60 to 80% of the nutrients are reabsorbed by the soil. So you're actually doing good. And why linen? 100% biodegradable.
Ooh, okay. I did not know that about linen. Very good. Nick, your last point is probably the most important and speaks to a wider movement just taking hold on the fashion landscape. Give us the tea.
I'll give you the TMR. One word, upcycling, Tracy. Not to be confused with recycling. And I'm going to give you an example of upcycling right here. Upcycling is about taking tired and tattered pieces in your closet, pieces that you think are beyond repair, taking it down to a local tailor, a fashion designer friend, or DIYing it yourself. This is a gorgeous bomber jacket, Tracy, but would you believe this bomber jacket, made from me, by me, was originally made of 3 different jackets. 3 different jackets that were worn and I was gonna chuck out. What I did is I took it to a local tailor that I trust. He stitched together various pieces from 3 jackets to create one new jacket. And why is upcycling so fantastic? Because it's about bespoke fashion made by you for you, so that you're not just a carbon copy of everyone walking down the street. The power's in your hands. We're changing fashion from commodity to real personalized pieces that have a lot of weight and value.
I love that. And I feel like that move back to bespoke is going to be really good for our individual personalities and just for not looking like everyone else that shopped at the same box store as you did. So thank you so much, Nick. Great tips. We appreciate it.